What's up, Dough Chasers? My name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. We are a financial improvement company, and today I'm going to be talking to you about debt collectors, debt buyers, and debt validation. In this video, I'm going to share with you a lot of information, and if you stick with me until the end, I'm going to share with you how you can get your hands on our free debt validation letter. First and foremost, what I need to do is I need to apologize to you because one of the things that I have failed to do, and I believe is a disservice to you because I'm not giving you all of the information you need, is I have failed to explain the differences between a debt collector and a debt buyer. And what I want to do before we go any further is I want to break that down for you really quick, so bear with me. So let's talk about it. A debt collector is a company or a firm that is hired by the original creditor to collect on account that is severely past due. So for example, let's say that you have a Capital One account and you are 2 or 3 months behind, and the debt collector has tried to contact you through their automated system or through their customer service team, but they're not reaching you. So what do? Do they continue to call you and use their resources, or do they hire a firm or company that is fully commission-based to contact you on their behalf? That's exactly what they do. They contract a debt collector, and the debt collector basically gets your information and collects on the behalf of the original creditor. So let's say that you are 2 payments behind, and for example, you owe $25 on the account for each month, so that's $50. The debt collector contacts you. Hey, Sarah, this is ABC Collection Firm. We're calling on behalf of Capital One. Basically, we're calling because you have yet to make payments on your account, and we want to help you set up a payment arrangement, basically, okay? That's what they do. They call you and collect on behalf of the company. And a lot of times, depending on how pressed they are, they may harass you. They may contact your loved ones. They may say that they're going to send the sheriff to your house, or they may say that they're going to sue you, or you're going to be garnished, all that crazy stuff. The reason they push you so much is they're pressed for that commission. If they don't contact you to make some kind of payment arrangement, they don't get paid. So one of the things that they do is they will break the law and try to get you to make a payment arrangement. And it's very important for you to understand that these companies are looking to make a commission. So that's what a debt collector is. A debt buyer, on the other hand, is a company that specializes at purchasing unpaid or uncollectible accounts from original creditors that they write off. For example, let's say that you're 6 months behind on your Capital One account. That means that you're 180 days past due. At this point, typically creditors will write you off and deem your account uncollectible, meaning that they give up. So what these debt buyers do is they contact these creditors monthly and purchase their book of business that is no longer collectible. And when the original company writes you off, they get a tax credit from the government. And because these companies that specialize in buying debt contact them, they also get paid to sell your account. Now, the debt buyers, when they buy these accounts, they're purchasing them for pennies on the dollar. So if you have $1,000 unpaid, they may purchase that account for $10 to $100, depending on the age of the account. Meaning that if it's closer to the statute of limitations, that means that it's less valued at the price point that's unpaid. But if it's not close to the statute of limitations at all, that means that it's still valuable and the price may be a little higher. However, they're still purchasing the account for pennies on the dollar, and they're basically getting your information and contacting you because they're the new owners of the account and they want to get that full balance. However, they're only purchasing it for pennies on the dollar, and do you really owe the full balance? That's another question for another day. But anyway, these are the differences. One is a contracted company that collects on behalf of the company. One is a company that specializes in buying the debt from the creditor, which means that they own that debt moving forward, okay? And I apologize, I never shared that with you, but moving forward, I'm gonna do my best to make sure I distinguish that when we talk about debt and debt collectors or debt buyers, okay? Now that we know this, how can we use this to our advantage? Before I share that with you, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like this video, okay? And I also need you to subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to stay in contact and I can continue to give you valuable information. So do that now, please. All right, now back to it. How can we use this information to help us? Well, one thing that you need to understand is that whether it's a debt collector or a debt buyer, they still have one particular law that they both have to abide by when collecting on debts. And this particular law that I'm speaking of is called the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Under this law, debt collectors have certain rules they must abide by when contacting you and communicating with you and collecting on this account when reaching out to you. And a lot of times they don't follow these rules, and if you catch them slipping up, you can use that to your advantage to either get the account removed from your credit report or possibly close the account 100%. So one thing that I'm speaking of when it comes to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act is debt validation. Under this law, a debt collector must meet certain criteria if you request it before they can collect on your accounts. And three particular criteria that I'm speaking of in the debt validation process is: one, the debt collector must prove that you have a contract between the original creditor and yourself. One. Two, the debt collector must also prove their ownership of the debt. Two. And then three, the debt collector must share with you how they arrived at the balance in which they're saying that you owe. And if they cannot provide all three of that criteria, my friend, you are not obligated to pay that debt, in which they have failed the debt validation process. They must cease all collection efforts. Otherwise, you can sue their asses. You can sue them and get paid. Let's talk about this a little bit. You may have collection accounts on your credit report, okay? And if you have collections on your credit report, one strategy that we use to help our credit repair clients is we use some debt validation strategies to help our clients get those accounts removed from the credit report. And today, I'm going to do something nice for you. Because I want to help you and be of service, I'm going to give you one of our debt validation letters for free. Yes, you don't have to pay anything for this debt validation letter. In this letter, when you send it to a debt collector, they must provide you with information that's requested in this letter. Otherwise, they must cease collection efforts. Using this tool, if a client has, let's say, 10 collection accounts on the credit report and they have never requested debt validation, we will send this letter to all 10 of those debt collectors. And typically about 50% of the time, those debt collectors remove those accounts from the credit report because they don't have that information. But what I mean by that is a lot of credit cards are unsecured.
Meaning that you don't necessarily owe them should you not pay it.
But anyway, that's another subject for another day. However, using this particular strategy, this will be very helpful in your credit repair process to removing collections from your credit report should they hinder your progress. And 100% of the time they do. So I would highly recommend that you take advantage of this offer. It's totally free and it's not going to hurt you at all. All you have to do to get your hands on this debt validation letter is click the link associated to this video. It's either above or below this video. Provide your information, and within 15 minutes, you're going to get an email from me and my team in regards to the debt validation letter. It's going to be in that email, and you can use that to dispute collection accounts that are on your credit report. Again, this is my gift to you. You don't have to pay for this. This is 100% free. All you have to do is click the link associated to this video, get that information, and it should be sent to you within 15 minutes. If you don't get it directly in your inbox, please, before you contact me, check your spam folder or your promotional folder because it may be there as well. Worst case scenario, if you don't get it, please feel free to send us an email, support@witnessriches.com, and my team will definitely get you that information. No worries. At the end of the day, if you are someone who lacks the time to fix your credit and you want help, I want you to know that I do own a credit repair company and we have the information, the strategies, and the expertise to help you. All you have to do to learn more about our program is click the link associated to this video, learn more about our credit repair service, and if it fits your needs, we would love to serve you. Feel free to take advantage of our special on our enrollment, sign up for our credit repair service, and let's get started. Otherwise, you can take advantage of the free tool that I shared with you and work on your credit yourself. That's totally up to you. At the end of the day, I just want to be an asset to you and help you any way I can. Again, my name is Jason White. I want to thank you for your time. Do me a favor, show me some love, leave a comment, like this video, and also subscribe to the channel so we can continue to stay in touch and you can continue to get this work. I'm out, y'all. Peace.